So you made it through Squid Game Season 3. Take a deep breath. You probably need it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Just when we thought we'd seen the peak of twisted childhood games, the creators looked at us and said, "Hold my Dalgona candy." Season 3 didn't just raise the stakes, it launched them into a different galaxy.
This just keeps getting more and more interesting.
But were these new games just about shock value? Or was there a brutal hidden genius behind them? Today we're breaking down every new terrifying game, and trust me, there were ways to win that you might have missed. Let's start with game number 1, Hide and Seek. Sounds innocent, right? Maybe even a little boring for a death game, but that's the trap. The game started simply enough. A giant gumball machine, a classic touch, splits the players into two teams, blue and red. The blue team gets a key, the red team gets a knife. The rules were simple. The blue team had 1 hour to find a hidden exit in a grim maze-like warehouse. The red team's job? Hunt them. And here's the wicked twist. For every blue player the red team didn't eliminate, one of their own would be executed. This wasn't just a game, it was a psychological torture chamber. It's the first time the game explicitly told players, you must kill to survive. Before, death was a consequence of failure. Now murder was the objective. The true unfairness? It turned desperate people against each other instantly. There was no room for alliances, just pure primal fear. We saw the immediate moral collapse, like with Myung-gi, who went from a seemingly normal guy to a ruthless hunter in minutes. So, was there a way out? A secret solution? It was risky, but yes. The blue team's only real hope was to not play. Instead of scattering and hiding, their best shot was to stick together. A single, unified group charging the red team might have been able to overwhelm them, take their knives, and turn the tables. But in a place built on distrust, getting everyone to agree on that, well, that was the real impossible game. Next up, the game that had everyone talking, Jump Rope. And because this is Squid Game, of course they brought back our favorite creepy motion-sensing doll, Young Hee, but this time she brought a friend. On the other side of a massive chasm stood her male counterpart, Cheol-soo. Between them, a gigantic thick rope swung like a wrecking ball. The arena itself was a long, narrow bridge. The rule? Get from one side to the other in under 2 minutes while jumping the swinging rope. If you get hit, you fall. If you run out of time, you fall. Simple, terrifying, and visually spectacular. The stakes here were incredibly personal. This is where we saw the heartbreaking story of Jun-hee, the young mother, trying to cross with a broken ankle while protecting her baby. The wicked part of this game was the rope's rhythm. It wasn't steady. It would swing fast, then slow, trying to trip you up. It was designed to punish hesitation. The solution? It wasn't about speed, it was about observation and rhythm. A group of players could have timed the rope's pattern, found the steadiest rhythm, and crossed together, shouting out the timing. It required teamwork, a resource more valuable than gold in these games. Instead, we got chaos. And we got Jun-hee's tragic sacrifice. Gi-hun's heroic save, a moment of pure humanity in a place designed to destroy it. And that brings us to the final game. No cute name this time. Just a title that tells you everything you need to know. Squid Game. This was it, the brutal finale. The remaining players stood on a series of platforms suspended high in the air, shaped like the iconic square, triangle, and circle. The rules were the most primal yet. To move to the next platform, you had to push another player off. At least one person had to be eliminated at each stage. There was no hiding, no teamwork, and no clever tricks. It was kill or be killed. A raw physical and emotional battle to the death. The unfairness here is the entire point. There is no solution to avoid violence. The game strips away everything until only one question remains. Who are you willing to become to win? And this is where Gi-hun gave us the most unexpected answer of the entire series. In the final showdown on the circle platform, with just him, the ruthless Myung-gi, and the innocent baby left, Gi-hun had the chance to win it all. But instead of pushing Myung-gi, he chooses to save the baby, sacrificing himself in the process. He looks at the VIPs through the camera and says, "We are not horses, we are humans."
We are humans. And humans are...
In a game designed to prove everyone has a price, Gi-hun refused to pay. It's a gut-wrenching, beautiful, and powerful ending to his journey. From a twisted game of tag to a deadly jump rope and a final brutal fight in the sky, the games of Season 3 were a masterclass in psychological horror. They weren't just random challenges, they were carefully designed to test every shred of humanity the players had left. They forced choices that felt impossible and showed us both the absolute worst and the surprising best of people under pressure. Gi-hun may not have walked away with the money, but in the end, by choosing sacrifice over victory, he found the one thing the games could never take away, his soul. And maybe, just maybe, that was the only way to truly win. What did you think was the most brutal game of the season? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives like this, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.